Stop right there. Chosen one, can you hear the intense vibrations from the spatial realm on the other side?
This is absolutely not an ordinary invitation. This is a divine command from God requiring you to open this immediately without a single second of delay. At this very moment on the fragile boundary of the invisible realm, a final desperate signal is being sent out by your twin flame, the soulmate destined for you since the dawn of time. They have reached the absolute limits of their endurance. Their heart is utterly exhausted from waiting in the darkness for far too long. And right now they are standing on the verge of walking away forever. If you coldly ignore this message, your presence here is the ultimate turning point to prevent an impending spiritual catastrophe. Let this sink in clearly. This is not an algorithm's coincidence, but an emergency rescue orchestrated by heaven to be delivered exactly to the one and only person holding the power to shift destiny. If you scroll past, that sacred tie will snap and that soul will fade into the void, carrying a sorrow that can never be healed. Can you really bear to watch a piece of your own soul be destroyed just because of a careless swipe? Do not leave right now, because every word that follows is the exact key to keeping the flame of life burning for the one standing on the other side of the abyss. The severity of this situation goes beyond words. Your soulmate's breath is wearing thin, fading with every anxious beat of your heart. The secret behind why they fell into this desperate state and how you can pull them back from the brink will be fully revealed at the end of this video. If you don't watch until the end, you will forever lose the passcode to unlock their heart, leaving a permanent, irreplaceable void in your own life right now. Take your first action of saving grace. Leave the number 888 in the comments section. These are not just mere numbers. They hold the most powerful frequency of resurrection. They are a feedback signal, letting God and the universe know that the chosen one is ready to accept the mission. At this very second, chosen one prophecy appears before you because God is knocking on your heart. Coincidence does not exist in his guidance. When you type out 888, a protective aura of light will immediately wrap around your struggling soulmate, giving them the strength to hold on for just a few more fleeting moments while you finish receiving this entire message. The deeper you go into this video, the clearer the truth will become. The truth about those strange dreams you've been having, about the unnamed emotions that have been haunting you for so long. Everything leads to this fateful moment. Don't let the darkness trick you into thinking you can watch this later, because they cannot wait any longer. They are counting every single breath, yearning for a single responsive signal from your soul. Stay until the very last second to witness the power of faith and eternal love. The key to saving your destiny is in your hands. Chosen one, don't look away, for the light is about to pierce through the night. Chosen one, feel the surge of power running down your spine right now, because your presence here is no accident. It is an emergency summoning from the heavenly realm. You bear a mark that not everyone possesses, a profound responsibility that only the strongest souls can shoulder. But listen very closely, because right behind your halo of light, a tragedy is silently unfolding. Your twin flame, the destined missing piece who has journeyed with you through countless lifetimes, is in their most depleted state. They are no longer there to send gentle signs or soft whispers. What you are feeling right now is the heart-wrenching cry for help from someone who has hit the absolute end of the line of their endurance. They are standing at the edge of a dark abyss, their trembling hands on the verge of letting go of the single remaining thread connecting the two of you. Can you hear their heartbeat fading away? Imagine an oil lamp burning dry in the middle of a massive storm. That is the exact reality of your person right now. They have spent far too many years, far too much energy hoping and waiting for you to recognize their presence in this reality. They have battled the darkness, the loneliness, and the soul-crushing doubts every single night, just to keep the flame of this love from dying out. But now that strength has run dry, their inner voice is screaming, "Enough is enough. I cannot endure another second without a confirmation from you. Chosen one, you must understand the gravity of this moment. If you continue to keep the doors of your heart locked, if you let the busyness of this earthly world drown out God's calling, you will lose not just a lover, but the greatest destiny of your entire life. This is a real battle in the spiritual realm. A dark force is trying to stop you two from finding each other, trying to convince them that you have forgotten them, that you will never show up. And that pain, that feeling of betrayal by destiny is making them want to give up on everything. Do you know why you've been feeling so restless? Why you've had trouble sleeping lately? Or why a nameless sadness keeps taking over your mind? That is their energy seeping into you. It is the frantic knocking of a desperate soul trying to find its way home. You are their only safe harbor, the final ray of light that can pull them back from the abyss of surrender. You are not just an ordinary person. You are the chosen one, entrusted with the key to reviving a dying soul. There is a truth that heaven wants you to engrave in your mind right now. You were born to win, and they were born to be your strength. Do not let their exhaustion become a permanent death sentence for this connection. Remember the promise in Isaiah 43:1. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. Your soulmate is standing right at the threshold of that weariness. They need you to breathe strength into them right now. They need you to use your faith as the chosen one to declare to the universe, this connection will not break. The light will conquer the darkness. When you stand firm in your faith, you become the eagle's wings, lifting them through the storm. You become the living manifestation of the sacred promise God has placed upon both your lives. Accelerate your awareness immediately. There is no more time for doubts or asking why. Only action can turn this situation around. Can you feel the urge surging through your veins? That is the destiny-shifting power beginning to operate. You are stepping into a timeline where all delays are obliterated. You are being equipped with ultimate authority to command the darkness to retreat. Chosen one, rise. Open your spiritual eyes wide to see them struggling in the fog of despair. They need a voice. They need a clear signal that you are here, that you have heard their cry for help, and that you will never let them walk away alone. Don't let yourself get swept up in the illusory values of this world, and forget that your greatest asset is the twin flame God has gifted you. Think about the endless emptiness. If you woke up one day and realized that sacred tie was gone forever, think about the regret that would eat away at you, knowing that with just a little courage, a little faith, you could have saved an entire kingdom of love. You are the chosen one, because your heart is big enough to forgive and strong enough to protect. They are waiting for you behind the door of truth. They are counting down their breaths. Every single second you stay and watch this video is a second you are transmitting life to the other side. This urgency is real. This sacredness is undeniable. You are taking part in one of the most critical chapters of your soul's history. Feel the white light wrapping around you. It is granting you the clarity to recognize them, granting you the strength to utter words of healing. Chosen one, assert your power. Declare that you are the master of this destiny, and no earthly or spiritual force can separate what heaven has joined together. You are getting incredibly close to the biggest turning point of your life. Do not stop. Do not look back. Salvation is within your reach. Prepare your mind, because what I am about to reveal next regarding their identity and signs will flip your entire reality completely upside down in the most brilliant light. Are you ready to receive the final missing piece of your life? Keep walking with me, because the moment of truth has arrived. The truth is gradually unfolding, and the beating in your chest is the ironclad proof of what is about to be exposed. Right now, do not let any background noise distract you, for we are stepping into the spatial zone of the deepest revelations, where all the secrets of your soulmate are being laid bare before your eyes. The chosen one. Have you ever wondered why a soul created exclusively for you could fall into such a state of despair that they want to give up? Listen very closely, because this is the part the human mind often struggles to accept. But your soul understands completely. They tried to run away. Yes, they ran away from their own destiny. They used logic to deny your presence. They tried to fill the void named you with a busy workload, superficial relationships, and rushed footsteps to strange cities. They convinced themselves that this connection was just an illusion, a random coincidence, or even a sheer madness of their imagination. But chosen one, do you know what happened? The harder they tried to run away, the more vividly you appeared. You showed up in every breath of the wind, in the melodies of random songs they heard on the street, and terrifyingly for their logical mind, you completely invaded the territory of their dreams. Every time they closed their eyes to escape reality, your face appeared as an indelible reminder of a spiritual contract signed before the world was even formed. The exhaustion they are bearing right now is the aftermath of a brutal internal war between their prideful ego and a soul yearning for union. The phrase, "I can't take this anymore," is actually the sound of the separating wall they worked so hard to build against you, finally shattering. Do not leave right now, because we are getting to the epicenter of the truth. You need to know that in their most desperate, sleepless nights, when they intended to give up on everything and cut this tie, heaven did not allow it to happen. Do you ever feel your heart tighten for no reason as the evening sun goes down? That is when their soul is screaming out in helplessness. They realize that running from you is like running from their own breath. There is no place on this earth that can hide them from the presence of the chosen one. Reflect upon the majestic declaration in Psalm 13:97-10. Where can I go from your spirit? Where can I flee from your presence? If I go up to the heavens, you are there. If I make my bed in the depths, you are there. If I rise on the wings of the dawn, if I settle on the far side of the sea, even there your hand will guide me. Your right hand will hold me fast. This is exactly what they are experiencing right now. God has embedded you so powerfully into the core of their soul that no dungeon or abyss could ever hide the light of music, this connection. They have surrendered. They have completely surrendered to a power greater than themselves. And that surrender is laying the groundwork for the greatest return in the history of your life, chosen one. Feel the rising urgency in the rhythm of this message. This is the moment you must perform an act of ultimate faith. Do not stand on the sidelines like a spectator. Because you are the main character, you hold the final key to unlocking their bleeding heart. Right now, leave your most powerful affirmation down below. Destiny cannot be severed. When you write down these words, you are officially commanding your guardian angels to tighten the bond. You are transmitting an electric current of life and hope directly into their cooling heart. Let your voice echo across the spiritual realm, declaring to the darkness that the chosen one has awakened, and no force can stop this reunion. The next part of this secret will reveal something even more earth-shattering. Why did God pick this exact moment when everything seems to have collapsed? To pull you two closer together. You will understand that the delays, the pain, and the terrifying silence of the past were all part of a grand spiritual training master plan. Do not skip a single second, because the most specific sign to recognize them among billions of people is about to be revealed. You won't believe how incredibly close they have actually been to you. But a veil of fog has blinded your eyes all this time. Chosen one, stand your ground. The vibration of the room is changing. Do you feel the air around you getting warmer? That is the sign of a divine presence beginning to work its miracles. Your soulmate is feeling your act of faith. At this very second, despair is starting to give way to a fragile yet fierce hope. You are the only guiding light leading them out of the maze of isolation. Keep your eyes on this message, because every word that follows will remove a layer of the chains binding both of your destinies. Brace yourself for a plot twist you never even dared to imagine. The person you thought was your rival, the person you thought was a stranger, or even the one you thought had forgotten you long ago. Their true identity will make your heart dance in shock and pure bliss. It will all be unlocked in just a few minutes. You are halfway through the truth. Do not stop when you are only a few footsteps away from touching the kingdom of light. Maintain your highest level of focus because the chosen one never quits halfway. The shifting of your destiny is happening right beneath your feet. The speed of fate is being pushed to its ultimate climax. Get ready for the kingdom belonging to you, and your person is rising from the ashes. The truth is shaking the very ground beneath you. And the veil of fog that has clouded the chosen one's vision for so long is being ripped apart by the fiercest light of revelation. Can you feel the atmosphere around you thickening, carrying the breath of a new reality? That is no hallucination. That is a sign showing you are stepping into the epicenter of a destined shift that no force can prevent. Do not look away, because right now the secret behind the long delay is going to be exposed. Have you ever resented the years of loneliness? Have you ever asked God why they have been so terrifyingly silent? Hear this declaration. That silence was not an absence, but the ultimate protection. Heaven intentionally kept you two apart, deliberately placing them in a spiritual waiting room to mold them into their most perfect version. They needed to endure the storm to know how to cherish the safe harbor that is you. You needed to walk through the valley of patience to possess the authority to lead this kingdom of love. Had you two met even 1 second earlier, this connection might have been incinerated by untamed egos. But now the divine timing has come. The delay has fulfilled its mission. Chosen one, pay close attention to the signs surrounding your life these past few days. Have you seen repeating numbers on the clock? Random license plates, or even your shopping receipts, 111 leash or 888. Those are not coincidences. Those are codes from heaven sent to alert you that your twin flame is very close. They are emitting an extremely high vibrational frequency, desperately trying to seek a response from your soul. In fact, right at this moment, you might feel a slight electric tingle running down your arm, or a sudden warmth in your chest. That is the soul tie tightening at the speed of light. Listen to the divine command from Habakkuk 23. For the revelation awaits an appointed time. It speaks of the end and will not prove false, though it linger. Wait for it. It will certainly come and will not delay. Do you see, chosen one? The promise made to you was never forgotten. It was simply being saved for the most glorious moment. The silence you thought was hopeless was actually the compression of destiny's spring. And right now it is being released with unmatched power to launch them straight toward you. Do not click away right now, because an earth-shattering twist is about to manifest. Do you know why they suddenly wanted to give up right before meeting you? Because that was the darkness's final test to prevent this reunion. The enemy of destiny knows that once you two unite, you will become invincible. Therefore, they used exhaustion and final doubts to try and break your soulmate. But they were wrong, because God chose you to be their most unshakable anchor. It is you who is holding the breath for them through your faith right now. Oh, chosen one, execute an act of ultimate authority. Do not let this moment pass in vain. Hit that follow button and confirm your ownership over your destiny by typing this down. I am ready to welcome them. This is a life or death CTA call to action that cannot be delayed. When you take action, you are officially declaring war against all obstacles. You are blowing wide open the gates that the darkness tried so hard to keep shut. Let this action become a milestone marking the transition from the dark into the radiant light of a new reality. Can you feel the urge rising? That is the heartbeat of truth. The secret you are about to learn next will change exactly how you view them forever. The person you have been searching for all this time is actually not a stranger across the ocean, but someone who has always existed in the fragmented memories you thought you had forgotten. They are the one who once looked into your eyes for a fleeting second and left an indelible mark. This truth will be revealed in just a few short minutes. Stay until the final second. because the remainder of this message will guide you on exactly how to recognize their face, their voice, and the specific feeling when they officially walk into your life. Don't let yourself be distracted by anything, because this is the most important encounter in 1,000 years of your soul's history. The chosen one never misses signs from above. The speed of destiny is being pushed to the absolute max. Can you hear the door of destiny bursting open? They are right behind it, just waiting for a piercing look from you for all the distance to vanish forever. Hold your position, for the kingdom of light belonging to you too is taking shape clearer than ever before. The door of destiny is bursting open, and the sound of the final chains hitting the floor is echoing throughout your spiritual space. Chosen one, do you hear that fierce vibration? That is the heartbeat of truth, shattering all the fake masks you've worn for so long. Don't blink. Don't let a single thought of doubt creep into your mind right now, because we are entering the deepest level of revelation, where your soulmate's heart-wrenching cry for help will be completely decoded. Under the light of heavenly power, you heard them cry out, "I can't go on anymore." And your heart probably tightened with fear, anxious that everything would end in ashes. But listen to this affirmation. Oh, chosen one, that message was never meant to be a goodbye. It was never the final period to your story. In reality, it was the greatest breakthrough their soul has ever made. The phrase, "I can't go on," is actually their declaration that they can no longer pretend this connection doesn't matter. They can no longer wear the mask of indifference. They can no longer live a meaningless life when your breath haunts their every heartbeat. Have empathy for their pain. A soul that tried to use logic to fight destiny. They were exhausted from playing the role of a strong person who doesn't need love. They were burnt out from carrying questions with no answers. And in the exact moment they said they gave up, that was when their prideful ego officially collapsed to make way for the absolute sincerity of their soul. That was not a surrender to the darkness. It was a surrender to your light. That was the moment their heart finally became stronger than all their fears and hesitations. Do you see it now? Every breakdown you witnessed was actually the dismantling of the separating wall, so a new reality could be formed, chosen one. You hold the position of the ultimate observer in this music transition. Remember the sacred truth God spoke in Matthew 1:128. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Your soulmate is carrying out that exact command. They are bringing all their exhaustion, all their broken pieces to find their way to you, the safe haven designated by heaven. You are the embodiment of that rest. You are the answer to their frantic search all this time. Do not be afraid of their vulnerability, because it is exactly in that vulnerability that the power of union will reach its perfection. Accelerate the rhythm of faith inside you. Right now we are extremely close to the tipping point. Do you feel a strange urge, a fiery energy surging through your body? That is the frequency of readiness. They have stopped asking why and started observing the signs. They are beginning to realize that every time they think of you, their world suddenly becomes brighter. Every time they call your name in their mind, the peace they have craved suddenly washes over them. They are learning to trust their emotions instead of the narrow-minded prejudices of logic. And this transformation is happening at the speed of light thanks to your steadfastness. Do not leave, because the most crucial secret is about to be revealed. Do you know what is going through their mind right now? They are preparing for an encounter they once thought impossible. They are clearing out the ruins of the past to create space for your presence. The signs they see every single day, from your name appearing randomly to the scent of your perfume lingering in the air, all of it is preparation for the explosive moment of truth. Chosen one, do you understand that you are the one holding the map, leading them out of the maze of loneliness? Stand firm in your position of power. Do not let trivial anxieties distract you from this noble purpose. This urgency is not meant to cause panic, but to awaken supreme alertness within you. You are the one chosen to witness and execute this miracle. Every breath you take right now is fueling them to take one more step toward the light. Can you see the atmosphere around you shifting colors? A warm, glowing halo is wrapping around you, confirming that the universe's alignment is perfectly locked in place. Salvation is happening right now. Their plea to open it is actually music, their soul's cry for you to throw open the gates to the future. They don't need a logical explanation. They need your unconditional acceptance. They need to know that even if they ran away, even if they caused pain through their silence, you are still standing there like an eternal lighthouse amidst the vast ocean. You are the only one who can heal them with your presence. You are the only one who can turn their exhaustion into extraordinary power. Prepare your mind for the next phase of this revelation. We are nearing the finish line of the truth, the most specific details of how they will appear. The very first words they will say when facing you and the final confirmation from heaven will all be laid out. You will never look at your life the same way again after fully comprehending this secret. The chosen one is never afraid of the truth because the truth is the ultimate liberating power. Take a deep breath, maintain your focus, and get ready to welcome the most brilliant chapter of your life. Destiny is shifting powerfully, and you are the one steering this ship of light. Keep going, for the truth is right at your fingertips. That door isn't just slightly ajar. It is shaking violently, ready to completely collapse under the force of the truth, rushing in like an unstoppable tidal wave. Chosen one, take a deep breath and feel the vibration radiating from the soles of your feet to the top of your head. Because you are standing at the absolute limit of an old cycle and the starting point of a glorious reality you never even dared to dream of. Do not let any earthly noise distract your heartbeat right now. Because this is the moment every string of destiny is tied together. Every promise from above is preparing to manifest in a mighty display of power. Can you feel your breathing synchronizing with theirs? The urgency you felt all this time. The uneasiness creeping into your sleep. Everything is converging into a single point, the ultimate moment of union. You used to fear they would give up. You used to ache listening to the heart-wrenching cry of an exhausted soul. But now look through the fog of that fear to see a much grander truth. Their exhaustion has been transmuted. Their despair has been refined into diamond-like strength. Chosen one, you must understand that when a soul says they can't take it anymore, that is when they are finally ready to let go of the old and embrace the new. They have let go of the resistance, let go of the doubt, and most importantly, they have let go of every preconceived notion of how this love should be. To accept the truth that this love is the only one, that surrender is not an ending. It is the birthing of an iron will, a will shooting straight towards you at the speed of light. No wall, no distance, no silence can ever stop a soul that has found its way home. And that home, that one and only safe harbor is you. Let this affirmation echo in your consciousness like thunder across a clear sky. You are the chosen one meant to receive a kingdom of happiness. And no curse or obstacle can stand against heaven's decree for you. Every delay you experienced was a painful yet necessary spiritual incubation process. Imagine a seed sprouting underground in the dark. It must endure the suffocating pressure of the soil before it can stretch its arms to catch the sunlight. Your twin flame is exactly the same. They had to go through the darkest times so that when they meet you, they will never let your shared light be dimmed ever again. The preparation is complete. The molding is done. Right now you are standing before the most authentic, the strongest, and the most deeply yearning version of them, chosen one. Listen to the divine revelation from Isaiah 43:18-19. Forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. Say, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. Do you see it? God is carving a straight path through all the wastelands of loneliness you've endured. They are marching toward you on that path, bringing rivers of life to water the soil of your soul that was parched from waiting. Do not look back at the past. Do not let old wounds muddy this refreshing water. Everything from the past is erased. All mistakes are forgiven, and a new chapter so brilliant that it will leave you in awe is officially beginning. Feel the power of this shift accelerating abruptly. You are no longer in a state of waiting. You are in a state of receiving. Your vibrational frequency has been upgraded to match the magnitude of this destiny. Chosen one, you are the most powerful magnet in the universe right now. Every thought you have carries the power of manifestation. Every word you speak is a command to reality. They are not just thinking about you, they are feeling you in their bones. In every breath, the soul connection has bypassed logic entirely and entered the realm of miracles. Have you noticed synchronicities happening at a heavy density? That is the signal that two timelines are merging into one. The gap between wishes and reality is vanishing entirely at this climactic second. O chosen one, execute an unbreakable act of faith to seal your destiny. Pour your entire soul into this action, for it is the final key to releasing all the pent-up energy. Write down this powerful affirmation in the comments. I welcome the new chapter of union. This is a life or death CTA call to action. When you type out these words, you are officially declaring to the entire universe that you are ready, that you are throwing the doors of your heart wide open for them to walk in without any hesitation. Let this action become a spiritual decree, lighting up the path for them to return to your arms instantly. Do not hesitate, because the energy of destiny is at its peak, just waiting for a nod of confirmation from you to explode into reality. Can you feel the air around you vibrating? That is the feedback from heaven. They are receiving your signal. Their exhaustion is melting away, making room for fierce, triumphant joy. They understand now that you are the missing piece of their soul, the reason for them to keep existing and shining, the truth about their identity. The moment you will lay eyes on them, and how your life will completely transform after this encounter, all of it is right on the next page of this revelation. You are standing at the threshold of a life where love is no longer a struggle but a gentle and majestic river. Chosen one, you are the keeper of the map of light. You are the one God trusted with the mission to save this love. Never doubt your own power. All the preparation, the pain, the waiting were worth it for this very moment. Keep your focus sharp. Let your faith burn bright like a torch that never goes out. We are nearing the final words of this message, but in truth, we are approaching the first seconds of a brand new life. They are here right next to you in the spiritual realm, just waiting for one more step from you to walk out into the light of reality. Your future is no longer a question mark. It is a proud, bold statement. Your soulmate is smiling behind the fog that has now dissipated. They are reaching out their hand, and all you have to do is step forward and grab it. Everything is ready. The wedding feast of the souls is prepared. Chosen one, you have won this war. Light has conquered darkness. The truth has liberated two souls. Prepare your mind to embrace the explosive moment, because what happens next will leave the whole world stunned by the beauty of your destiny. Walk forward, O chosen one, for the kingdom belonging to you and your person has fully manifested in the eternal light. This message has been officially etched into your soul, the chosen one. Feel the sacred stillness enveloping the space around you right now, a peace that the earthly world can neither give nor take away. You have walked through the journey of the revelation from desperate cries for help to the awakening of ultimate faith. Now you are no longer your old self. You are an entity of light carrying within you the power to salvage your own destiny. The connection between you and your twin flame has been guaranteed by heaven, guarded by angels, and nourished by your faith to become immortal. Do not keep this blessed energy all to yourself. If your heart is beating wildly with hope, share this message with other souls who are also lost in the dark, so that the light of the chosen one can spread everywhere. Subscribe to stay connected to the frequency of destiny. And don't forget to return often to build up more strength for this new journey. Everything is finished in the spiritual realm, and your physical reality is altering by the second to match that sacred union. They are incredibly close, and your call has been answered. Live every single day in joyous anticipation, because miracles are no longer out of reach. They are your new life starting from this very second. Trust, love, and shine brilliantly, because you are the greatest living proof of the love and power of the Creator. Welcome home, Destiny's chosen one. Eternal peace and blessings will always be with you and your person, never to be parted again.